with other units stationed in Thailand. With rotation of aircraft and units, most of the USAF Super Sabres served in the theatre at one time or another. Even the two-seat trainers arrived on the scene, re-equipped as the first Wild Weasel aircraft to suppress enemy anti-aircraft activity. The base at Phan Rang was one of the first to receive a deployment of an all F-100 fighter wing in 1966. It remained a center of Super Sabre activity. At one time, 140 operated from the field. By the middle of 1967, 4 fighter wings, the 3rd, 31st, 35th and 37th, were operating the Hun in Vietnam. Although histories of the Vietnam Air War might make only passing reference to the F-100s, it's not because they were not there in numbers. Further, they made a very valuable contribution to the war effort. Cynically, the downplaying of the Huns probably reflects a lack of romantic glamour in their work. In long-range strikes against North Vietnam, the Super Sabres had underlined what was already known about their comparative weakness against the much later designed F-105 and F-4. In such company, on such a mission, it was outclassed. However, the F-100 became the aerial artillery needed by the troops on the ground. At times, this was the most important task being performed by the Air Force in the theater. The F-100s, operating with forward air controllers, would haul their loads in to devastating effect. Most of their missions can be simply described: briefing, takeoff, refueling, flying to a set of coordinates, and rendezvousing with the FAC, then locating and attacking targets and heading back to base for more ordnance. Of course, such a description misses the point entirely. The pattern of the missions was repetitive, and those missions were flown in enormous numbers. As early as 1969, the 4 wings stationed in South Vietnam had flown more combat missions than the combined total of all the thousands of P-51 Mustangs in World War II.